Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kikiing? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are, because now it's time for Hey Qween with your host, Jonny McGovern.
Hey Qween, come on and spill the tea. Hey Qween, it's just a good old-fashioned kiki. Hey Qween, we're cutting up with Jonny. Hey, 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 hey Qween.
Hello, my scrumptious, sinister sisters, and welcome to another drag-tastic episode of Hey Qween, with me, your host, Jonny McGovern. Yes, honey, today's show is off the hook. Girl, we have a bevy of beasts and beauties, and I couldn't feel more bliss. Hold on to your tits, kids, because we have the Boulet Brothers and the Dragula Reunion in the house. Ooh, girl, the looks that are going to be happening today, you don't even want it, darling. Ooh, but before we bring out all that super monster realness, let me introduce you to the hair-raising queen that is one of my favorites. She's a high-pitched screecher double feature. Yes, dear, she ain't the girl next door. It's Lady Red Couture. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wait, now, there's something about your look today that is different, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Well, since we're having drag monsters in the buildings, I think I would come as the biggest. A beast!
Yes. Yes, you are giving me, I mean, when I saw you this morning, there were so many things you were giving me.
So many things.
I said, well, are you Rupaul from Cats? Are you the lion from The Wiz?
So many.
Are you newly into puppy play, Lady Red?
Okay, yes, I'm really into pup play.
Oh, are you?
No, not really.
I know you like to sniff people's butts.
Oh, well,
There's that.
only when it's fresh out the water.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Girl, we have such a gigantic show today.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All of the queens from Dragula are in the house, honey.
All of my babies.
All of the
I
babies
love
are here
them.
to eat you and kill you,
I
darling.
love it. That's what I'm
And lay
supposed to do.
eggs in you, then they bust out alien style.
Well, as long as we're procreating.
Oh, all right then, as long as that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. If y'all have been watching Dragula, then this is the episode for you. And if you ain't been watching Dragula, press pause, go back, watch all the episodes, live, die, kill yourself, put yourself in a body bag, throw yourself in the fucking river, come back out, come back to life, and get a seance going, bring yourself to the spiritual, and then come back to this episode because, girl, Dragula is everything, honey. Yeah. We have the creators of the show, the Boulet Brothers, and every single queen from the show. And the competition may have ended, but the competition for who's bringing the fiercest look today, darling, is on. And you'll be the ones to decide in the comment section. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was cunty. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, how could you say that? Oh, fuck you, comment section. I ain't looking at you no more. Are you ready for this big-ass show? Are you ready for this big-ass show?
I'm ready.
Now, before we get started, I want to introduce a very special little monster, our own Adam Joseph and our house band, the Go to Bed Wigs.
Hey Qween.
Oh, appropriately spooky, wouldn't you say, Lady Rat?
Yes, I'm terrified.
Well, let's get this spooky seance started. The girls from the Bad Girls Club ain't got nothing on the bitches from Dragula. So let us begin right after this very gay break. Yeah!
It's Dragula.
Here at Hey Qween, we love drag. So we've assembled a panel of drag experts to help up-and-coming queens pimp their drag.
Pimp my drag. Pimp my drag. Pimp my drag. Pimp my drag. Pimp my drag.
the Dragula Reunion begin. Now, honey, Dragula could not have happened without the two monsters in charge. They're the creators of Dragula, they're party promoters extraordinaire, and they're the queens of this bitch. Here they are, the Boulet Brothers! Yes, welcome, Boulet Brothers.
Thank you for having us.
So good to be back, Johnny.
Oh my goodness, Lady Red, take a look at these spooky witches.
See you, my sisters. They look so good. Yeah.
Yes, what would you call this look today?
A little
Sensible shopping outfit.
something casual for a talk show kind of look.
Exactly, like a normal daytime talk show.
Yeah.
Serve, I love it. Bat wings and all. Yes, yes.
I do have to say, I love Lady Red's, what she's serving today, that ferocious pussy look.
Yes.
She would not be up for extermination on Dragula. In that.
Very good. Lady Red wanted to impress you. She said, I'm going to let the Boulet Brothers know that I can look crazy too.
She brought the beast tonight. I love her.
She right, Lady Red? What'd you call this look again?
I'm calling it Beast.
Yeah, yes. Well, Boulet Brothers, congratulations, honey. Yes, very good.
Thank you.
Dragula has been an incredible hit. People have been gone insane for it. And you guys just really managed to create such an incredible world. First of all, I am very excited and grateful that you did it with us here on Hey Qween TV, because if I had seen it somewhere else, I would have been jealous as hell.
Well, you know, you are a self-made person, and we always appreciate that. So when we came up with the idea, we came right to you with it.
Oh, honey, and literally the day that we met to talk about it, I went home being like, ooh, girl, this is gonna be good. And then when I saw that first episode, honey, I was like, these bitches outdid themselves. I
You
mean,
knew we had something.
We
Yeah.
know, I've been to all your parties, you always create a world, but y'all created, like, you really took us deep into Boulet universe with Dragula.
Yeah, it's something we've always wanted to do. So we had the idea to do it for a long time, but it wasn't until we met our friends from Ash and Bone that we said this could actually happen now. You
Right.
know? We have so much fun with them, and that's a big part of what makes the show so good, is that we are friends having fun behind the scenes, you know?
Yeah.
And that just kind of like fueled us. And
It
they were
comes
willing
through.
To,
It comes through in the products. We wanted to thank you guys too, because we consider you and the whole Hey Qween family friends, and you guys are, like she said, self-starters. And we really, when we came together, put it out there, you partnered up with us, and magic was made. And you guys are part of that, so thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Thank you
it was
very much.
our pleasure. Right, Lady Red?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. I like what you call me, sir. Very nice. Now, let's take a look at a clip from the show.
Okay.
Where, now, if you haven't seen Dragula, you need to do it. But in the beginning of the show, you guys get together, you sort of announce to the girls the intentions behind the show and why it was created. So let's take a little look at that moment from Dragula.
I want to remind you guys of why we're doing this pageant in the first place. Drag has blown up in the world, but only a certain sort of aesthetic has taken off, and it's left a lot of really creative, talented people feeling left behind. To us, we feel it's almost a responsibility of ours to make sure that people know about all the different kinds of drag that there are, celebrate them, bring them out, and put them on display for the world to see.
And celebrate it, you did, my dark sisters. Now, Dragula, for people that don't know, did start off as a party and a contest within the party that you guys would do when you would travel around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how it started. Was, you know, we started it as a event, and it was all centered around an alternative drag pageant, essentially. And it was opposite of everything you've ever heard about drag pageants. As you know, you've been. So the girls would do insane competitions, and it really blew up. We started taking it around the country. It started in Los Angeles, of course, where we're from. And then we started taking it all over the country, and it just got more crazy, more packed. We started discovering more and more kind of alternative monster queens out there.
Yeah, there's an underground community. There's like little covens, if you will, all over the country. Whether we were in San Francisco, we brought it to the Austin International Drag Festival, where it really kind of was the star of the weekend.
Oh, yes, it was.
that's right.
Oh, that's right, you guys were.
I literally
Yeah.
gagged, and I sent you guys a message after I saw it.
Yeah.
And I said, the Dragula made me fall in love with drag all over again. It was so amazing.
The crowd and the energy that they give, we understood that everywhere we brought it, people were resonating with it, and we knew that more people needed to sort of taste that energy.
And then what was the genesis of, okay, we're going to take it with the show? You guys hooked up with Ash and Bone, who is the production company behind the visuals and all the magic behind the scenes.
So they had filmed some stuff with us before. We worked with them on a couple of side projects for videos for the clubs and different things like that. And we all just got along really well. We had a lot of fun together. We worked very naturally together. And then we had wanted to do the show for a long time already, but we're like, we can never pull this off. This would cost $10 million to do, you know. But they really believed in the project and they wanted to team up with us on it. So we just sort of all got together and
merged our powers.
Yeah.
There are so many levels that you must have had to deal with in pulling this together. And one of them was the very beginning, which was, how the fuck are we gonna look every episode? Because if we're judging queens, we need to be pulling the most fierce looks that we ever have pulled in our lives.
Some things do come a little more naturally to some than others.
Well,
Yes!
we did want to like ease into that because at the same time, we want to highlight the girls on the show that are competing. So we were trying to be careful. We never tried to dress in the theme of the episode and things like that because we don't want to seem, we want it to be on them, but we still want to look good, obviously. So.
And look good you did. Let's just take a look back at some of the looks that the Boulets gave us through Dragula, the search for the world's first drag supermonster. Sonny. Now, how many children in sweatshop basements did you have making you those looks, honey?
We were pretty cautious, maybe 300 or 400.
Okay. You're like, we didn't even prepare. We just pulled a few things out of our closet.
Nothing too excessive.
Now, the show's been a smash hit. I mean, people have loved it. It's resonated with kids and monsters and queens, and it really has been a whole different audience. It's been great for our Hey Qween audience, who is used to seeing a lot of drag race girls and shiny, beauty, pretty.
Yeah.
And this is something I really wanted them to be able to get into, was to see this whole other universe of creativity that's possible in what we call drag.
Well, that was one of our main motivators. So drag is blowing up, which is amazing, right? Because we know it was a really subversive expressional art form back in the day, and now it's really blowing up. But, and why that's great, there is a certain section of people that aren't finding their place, and they're not getting the spotlight that they deserve. And as we know, the alternative drag scene has so much creativity, and there's so many stars out there, and we're like, we have to bring them out. If we just put them on camera, the show will make itself. That was our thought, you know. So
a byproduct of it is, something that we didn't expect in the comments online. You see the voice of young kids, and you can tell they're just kind of finding themselves coming out, understanding what it means to be gay, and all the aspects that come with it, and they're discovering this for the first time. Like, oh my God, you can do this. It's not fish or it's not pretty. Like, oh, I've never seen anything like this before. And it's kind of unlocking these doors because we get these personal messages of thank you and it gets better kind of vibe where I see this, it gives me hope that when I can get up and get out, there's a creative world, that there's a place for me.
I remember there were girls that sort of got no attention in their community and they could never get booked. And when Dragula came to town, those girls became stars. They would enter the pageant. They would unleash all their craziness for their town to see. And everyone loved them after it. Really, it made us feel good to kind of give them that chance and lift them up. You know what I mean? And that the show is just an extension of that, really.
Yeah.
Well, you've certainly found a whole bunch of stars with the cast of Dragula, and now you guys are, there's more to come with the cast. The show has finished, but you're taking them on tour. You just started the tour?
Yes. Which is amazing. Oh my God.
I'm so proud of the show we put together. We did our first gig not long ago where all the girls came back together with us, really for the first time since episode 1.
Right.
Where we had to turned Pinche to ash. But she was brought back and put on stage, and these girls, you could literally just see how the place that they were at episode 1 has been elevated beyond, like the confidence, the performance, the crowd went insane. I'm so proud of what everybody did.
It's almost like, you know, you get like 4 years of experience in 3 months because it's so hardcore and so fast. And we saw them growing so quickly, you know? And they were all amazing in the beginning, but it's like we got to really like all work together to polish them and encourage them to let their inner stars out. And they all are like such amazing performers now. And we're happy to take them on the road.
It was sick. It was really good.
Yeah, it was. All the crazy shit that we made them do, we have done all that stuff ourselves.
Yes, that's the thing.
That's what people don't know is that, you know, back in the day when we first started doing clubs, we did insane things all the time. You know what I mean? And all those things that we did and the difficulties we worked through and, you know, being like, oh my God, can I do this on stage? All that made us better performers. You know what I mean?
Fearless. It's the fearlessness.
Exactly.
Because these girls were already kind of stars. You could see the star in them. And it's kind of stripping away all that self-doubt and lack of confidence and fear and just like kind of kicking them out there and just making them do this wild stuff. Now, the regular world seems so easy to conquer. You get on the stage and you just slay everything in your path.
Because after you've been buried alive and had bugs put on you,
what the hell
some
are you gonna be
gig
scared of
at
after
fucking
that,
Mickey
kid?
seems like no fucking problem.
It's true. What are you afraid of at that point? You're like, I got this.
You're like, bitch, I ate brains, okay? So this is not an issue for me.
Exactly, yeah.
Congratulations, you guys. This was a runaway hit. So fun, so inspirational. And I'm sure you guys have some dreams in your head for what's next.
The show is really blowing up. The interest in it is insane right now. So we're trying to just get, you know, we're getting the reunion done, we're getting the tour out of the way, and then we'll start looking
to
at what's
sit
next. But
and think.
I can tell you there is a lot of exciting stuff happening.
Yeah, I mean, because one thing we didn't mention is that on IMDb's top list of shows from last year, Dragula was, what were the 2 shows it was right between?
It was right between Stranger Things and Gay...
Westworld,
Oh,
I think?
Westworld,
Yeah.
I mean,
I couldn't believe that. I was like shocked.
yeah, I mean...
that if there ever was, you know, a nice pat on the back, it was that, honey.
I absolutely do believe in magic, and there's things that just came together at the creation of Dragula, the whole monster that it is. That IMDb, of course, we weren't, you know, looking for that, or even thinking we could show up on that radar, but to get that type of recognition was just part of that magic.
Yeah, and there's other magic in the works. Your T-shirt with your faces will now be available at Hot Topic, darling.
What is this world coming to?
Your magic is working on them, honey. Well, Boulet, thank you. I loved working with you. I loved having Dragula be part of the Hey Qween family. I love all the stars you've given us, and congratulations, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you so much for hosting the show again. We really appreciate it.
Our pleasure, darling. Up next, we're going to talk to all the girls, starting with the first 3 eliminated girls right after this very gay break. Yeah. Give it to them.
I'm spilling the tea. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
It's Hey Qween Hot Tea, the show where we sip steaming hot celebrity lies and throw Hollywood shade. I'm your host, Mr. Jonny McGovern, with my favorite hilarious people, Julie Goldman, Lady Red Couture, the beautiful Brandy Howard. Oh God, it's so hot I don't want to touch it, but I just can't resist. Real Housewives, real plastic surgery. Richard Simmons transition.
She looks like Kelly Osbourne.
Trixie Mattel. Manila Luzon. Yeah. Brandy's bad news boyfriend is
Callum Best.
Obviously, he's good at what he does because he's fucked the best of the best.
Kylie, Chloe, and Kim have not gotten near a white dick since junior high.
Release the Kraken!
I cannot deal with that at all. I will go crazy. It's making me crazy right now. Now I'm insane.
Oh, but if you want the tea, honey, the total tea, girl. No O's, honey, the tea.
Hey Qween! Yes. Now all the the queens on Dragula were fierce, but there had to be a first 3 exterminated. And they're here with us right now to let us know all the tea. Please welcome Pinche, Ursula Major, and Foxy Ajwe. Welcome, ladies, ghouls, sisters.
Hello.
Now, can you each give me a little description of what we would call a title for each look that you're wearing today?
Do you want to go first? Should I go first? Because I went home first.
My name is Charlene Brown.
Very nice.
She's a party girl.
Yes.
Maybe too much. Maybe too much.
PJ?
I'm Harry Kardashian. The K is silent.
Yeah. And Miss Foxy.
Sci-fi, steampunk, realness.
Very nice. All right, all right. Well, girls, it's never easy to be the first 3 eliminated. Now, Pinche, for you, you had, now all 3 of you actually have won in during the pageant party version of Dragula.
Yep.
You guys
Sure
have
did.
were Miss Dragula. Each of you had one at a time.
We're here for a reason, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Yeah. And Pinche, you actually won it twice.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
So you came into the competition ready to slay. But then,
In theory, I did. You couldn't mess with me. I went in there and I was like super cocky, and you couldn't tell me I was going home. And then I was at home crying for 3 days straight.
so no, so let's get into it. So you had your look, which was maybe one of the things that they didn't like, which is that all black look. And so did you go home and sit and rehash choices and what you might have done?
Absolutely not. Like, I was like, I did what I did. I probably would have done it regardless. I tried to come up with 1,000 excuses as to why they sent me home aside from my look. But in reality, like, now looking back on it, I know why they sent me home. It's like, I get it. Like, I was super low energy. That day was, I wasn't anything special.
Right, now was that a particularly bad, you were having a particularly bad day on the start of the shoot?
No, not necessarily. I think I went into it really just like confident and comfortable because I did win, like prior to it being a TV show, I did win it twice. So I was just super comfortable with it, and I was too full of myself. So look where I'm at now, burned.
Well, you're on Hey Qween bed, so it's still okay.
Right, I'm here.
Okay, now Miss Foxy, you did not go home second. You went home third, right?
Yeah.
But now you seemed like you started off with a bang, really, and with a shart, really. That you shit on that stage, honey. I mean, and then it seemed like some self-doubt was creeping in.
Yeah, that day was a really hard day for me. Not only because I was self-conscious because I'm working with all these amazing queens, but that day was the week that my grandma died.
Wow.
Like, that's fucking big mama, you know? And, like, yeah, and I didn't tell nobody, but, like, I lost fucking big mama. And it just fucked with me. And that's it.
That's hard.
Yeah, it was too much.
It's hard to be in the middle of a drag competition in the middle of the desert trying to be a monster when you've lost somebody so close to
Fucking
you.
Death Valley and death's looming over you.
Right. Well, let's take a look at some of your moments where you were strong and then had a little bit of self-doubt. Let's take a peek.
I'm feeling like very overwhelmed.
Why?
Like, cause I don't do. I'm not really like creative.
Girl, you are
Like,
creative.
I'm more of a performer, yo. You know,
But
like
that's
if this
creative.
was to like make yourself a mix and like go ahead and slay, okay, cool.
Well, but everyone's a little different in their artistic strengths. I feel, you know.
Yeah,
I think you are an artistic person.
I fucking left all of my props that I was gonna use that would have like amped up my, you know, my look
Hey, baby.
at home.
Thank you.
I was feeling so like
Yeah, you looked very off last week.
Like,
you were like,
it was.
oh shit, what am I gonna do?
I mean, now here, again today, I'm very fucking not poppins. Like,
baby, you're popping, bitch.
Yeah, girl, you
Stop
is
it. Stop
poppin'.
thinking so negative.
bitch. Okay, no,
You're
I'm
just
gonna
putting
get it.
yourself down. It's not gonna help you in the runway.
No.
It's only gonna bring you down, and you're gonna attract negativity.
Yeah.
There are
So you have to
girls
stop
here.
that.
There were girls here that are not here anymore, and you're still here. It says
Yeah.
something.
It's not easy to be there with your eyeball dangling out, having to deal with so much drama, and be in the middle of the desert
Yeah.
trying to become a super monster when all that shit was going on in your personal life.
Thank you, sisters. Thank you.
But you did make some great showings, and you did have some really great moments throughout the show.
Don't
Yes.
fuck with me.
Now, is it true that you did not watch anything but your parts of the show?
She don't got internet. She don't
I
got
was
internet.
so conscious. I didn't want nobody else beauty influencing my beauty, you know? So I was just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Where's me?
All right, Ursula. Now, another Dragula winner. I'm loving this Charlene Brown
Thank you.
look.
Oh, Charlene.
Yes.
Charlene, girl. Copyrights, honey. We got to be careful, right?
Yeah. Now, you seem to be a natural for this type of competition, your type of drag.
Thank you.
Now, it seemed like something was kind of going on with you during the process. What was going on? It seemed like you maybe weren't all the way in it, or you weren't pushing to your furthest. What was the tea?
Well, I was definitely going through some personal shit, but ultimately, I think everybody just is so fucking high strung here, and I'm just a big stoner, honey. Like, I'm really laid back, and so in the next episode, when Meatball was like, Ursula just looked over it, and I was just sitting there like, girl, I was just stoned. I was just like awake and like doing my thing. I'm just a really laid back person, so I'm not like about to get in anybody's face unless they like really deserve it.
Now, how did you went home second, and was that a shock and a surprise and an upset?
Yeah, I was a little upset at first. I was a little shocked, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'd rather be the bitch that went home early. That they're like, oh, we're gonna kill you. You're dead. And everyone's in uproar and an outrage, rather than being like, yeah, it was her time. She was ready. She should have gone. So I think it's a better position to be in.
All right. Well, regardless of you guys getting eliminated first, you all did have some of the fiercest moments, and we're all fans of you here at Hey Qween. Yes, bitches.
Thank you very much.
The parade of horrors continues when we talk to the next three girls eliminated on the Dragula Search for the World's First Drag Supermonster Reunion right after this very gay break. Yeah.
Hey Qween.